Say that they want their privacy.
We want privacy! We want privacy!
The worldwide privacy tour on South Park, it's come to life. That's what we're witnessing in this hospital room right here.
Sorority girl, actress, influencer, victim.
Yeah, that's totally me!
Harry and Meghan have got the South Park treatment. The episode has just gone to air in the United States.
Headlines were finally cooling. Timelines blissfully free of royal hot takes. Then South Park lit the fuse. In a single episode, the cartoon tore open Harry and Meghan's privacy quest, skewering every brand deal and press junket they've launched while demanding silence. Scene 1, pastel TV studio lights flare, as animated Sussexes storm the set, placards aloft. Give us space, they chant.
Couple have been begging for privacy, and South Park has done a parody of this, and apparently it has really upset Meghan Markle.
Your millions from Netflix for no one knows what.
Put it with the rest of them.
Meghan Markle has posted a cringy video of her and Prince Harry dancing in a hospital.
That man loves me so much. He's also a fuck.
Microphones dangling from their own jackets. Each plea to be left alone is punctuated by a fresh camera flash. Viewers taste the irony before the first punchline lands. Cut to an exaggerated hospital clip that triggered the writer's frenzy. A shaky phone video surfaces, Meghan beside a maternity ward bed, hips rocking through a TikTok routine, so vigorous the IV pole shudders. She beams like she's headlining Coachella while a groggy patient blinks in bewilderment. The clip detonates across social feeds. Captions scream, "When the club still calls at 9 months." By dawn it's viral gold, racking 1 million views and 1,000 memes. Gossip blogs cackle, TMZ loops it at half speed, and late-night monologues wonder aloud whether prenatal Pilates now requires choreography. That's when Trey Parker reportedly texted, "Get the writers on Zoom now."
Meghan's buying it, Kosher, and I don't think there's much on the inside. There's talk that the royals are going to sue over this episode now. Would you recommend they do that, Kosher?
These two are not sincere people. They say that they want their privacy while going on every television show, writing books, doing 6 hours of Netflix. They're not very likable, and people are tired of them.
It's so quiet and empty here. If we moved her, then people would think we're really serious about wanting to be normal. It does seem perfect.
Within hours, a draft titled "Respect Our Pregnancy" zips across Hollywood. Premise: Meghan storms South Park Elementary pitching a raw documentary about heroic motherhood, while Cartman hijacks directing duties to add fireworks, literal fireworks. In the episode, Stan squints at Meghan's sequin-studded gown, asking if maybe a hospital isn't the spot for red carpet glam. Cartman disagrees. Authentic art, he insists, needs sparks. He drags in a dusty special effects console, actually a coffee maker, promising slow-mo and explosives. Even Kenny pauses his snack binge long enough to raise an eyebrow. Cameras roll. Chaos blooms. The fictional delivery room becomes a Vegas stage. Meghan struts, pillow-stuffed bump protruding like a parade float. She breaks into a full twerk. Cartman shouts, "More emotion it," and detonates budget pyrotechnics until smoke chokes the ward. As nurses dive fur cover, the pillow slips south, thuds on linoleum, and Twitter would have fainted if characters weren't already unconscious from fumes. Enter Harry waving a banner reading "Respect Our Pregnancy." He looks like a cruise ship greeter who missed rehearsal. Kyle covers his face. Even he can't decide if the scene is satire or prophecy. At home, audiences clutch popcorn, half horrified, half exhilarated, waiting to see if sprinklers trigger while the cartoon blasts forward. The real-life PR machine jolts awake. Meghan's crisis team hits DEFCON 1. Reputation specialists dial in and preliminary cease and desist drafts fly across inboxes. Lawyers scour defamation statutes, praying satire somehow lost constitutional protection overnight. Spoiler, it didn't. Yet every attempted gag order fuels the blaze. Social media trends explode with hashtags like twerking Duchess and Pillowgate. Meme smiths layer neon captions over every freeze frame of the rogue baby bump. Reaction channels gin up live streams titled "Did Meghan Just Break Comedy?" raking super chats by the minute. But the internet storm is only Act 1. Behind velvet curtains, Hollywood bean counters reevaluate. Executives who once viewed the Sussexes as marquee stream bait start rereading contract exit clauses. Spotify's abrupt split becomes cautionary legend, and whispers swirl that Netflix's follow-up doc might quietly retitle itself "Content Pending Privacy." Brand managers worry any campaign could transform into meme fodder before billboards hit print. Meanwhile, South Park's marketing rocket launches, promo clips race past 2 million views within hours. The couple's own authentic project struggles to clear a dozen. Irony reaches orbit. The parody eclipses the product. Inside palace-adjacent circles, aides urge a tactical retreat, but retreat has never trended. Algorithms adore friction, and the couple's search volume skyrockets even as sentiment tilts negative. The paradox: controversy sells, until it doesn't. The night the episode airs, comment sections morph into digital gladiator arenas. Sussex loyalists hurl heart emojis. Satire fans lob flamethrower gifs. Analysts freeze-frame Meghan's torque-to-pillow drop ratio. Conspiracy sleuths debate whether Harry's banner was a recycled wedding flag. Armchair lawyers recite fair use doctrine like lullabies. BBC praises the script as razor-sharp, while The Guardian calls it a mirror Meghan can't dodge. Late-night hosts dine out on the fiasco all week. Yet Google Trends shows unstoppable spikes for their names, proof that mocking still boosts metrics. The real cliffhanger: will those clicks convert to loyal viewers or permanent fatigue? Fade from viral chaos to royal corridors where aides tally the cost of perpetual spotlight. The couple's brand teeters between lucrative exposure and credibility freefall. And South Park, they're already storyboarding the sequel. Sunrise after the broadcast finds Montecito in lockdown mode.
We want privacy! We want privacy! Thanks for having us on the show. It's so awesome to be here. It's great. So let me start with you, Sam. You've lived a life with the royal family, you've had everything handed to you, but you say your life has been hard, and now you've written all about it in your new book, Win. Yes, that's right, friend. You see, my wife and I are totally like, you should write a book because your family like stupid, and then so are like journalists.
What matters is what we have on the inside.
They nailed it. They nailed it.
I think he goes on to say, so you wrote a book talking about your family. Does that not make you a journalist too? And then they kind of stare at each other like dumbfounded.
Inside the Sussex compound, caffeine, cables, and crisis planners form an obstacle course. One aide whispers that brokers from 3 talent agencies are already on hold. Some to reassure, others to discreetly distance. Meghan paces, phone glued to ear, rehearsing talking points that juggle outrage, empowerment, wellness branding in a single breath. Harry scrolls headlines, the banner from the episode ghost hovering in his mind like a kid's embarrassing yearbook photo. First order of battle. Legal retaliation. A high-priced silk tie firm drafts a fire-breathing letter arguing the cartoon maliciously falsified medical facts, defamed a charitable pregnancy initiative, and perpetuated emotional distress. The partners hit send with flourish, only to receive a 3-line reply from Comedy Central's counsel citing Hustler v. Felwell and wishing them a pleasant day. Case closed before coffee cooled. Second front. Narrative spin. PR strategists float a feel-good countermove. Surprise appearance at a neonatal ward. No sequins allowed, followed by a donation to maternal health charities.
This particular episode was quite scathing in the grains of truth that it held. You know, I'm not sure how the Sussexes are taking it. Obviously, it is a cartoon, but there's so many moments of truth in that episode that makes it so funny.
And then they put out pictures of Lilibet, but it doesn't. You see her half covered. Right. But what you always see is Meghan. So it's all about Meghan again.
Corporate sponsors nod vigorously. Twitter skeptics roll digital eyes. The couple greenlights the plan, but footage leaks early. Splicing hospital smiles next to Cartman's mockery. Viewers scream, life imitates satire, and the hashtag worldwide privacy tour surges anew. By midweek, the backlash metastasizes into unexpected terrain. Hollywood budget. A streaming service economist leaks projections, showing audience burnout curves topping every internal chart labeled royal content fatigue. Studio controllers calculate quiet exits, cheaper now than after another publicity implosion. One exec jokes, the brand's become Schrodinger's cat, valuable the moment no one looks at it. Amid calculated panic, an unlikely ally emerges. Oprah phones with a measured suggestion. Disappear, really disappear. 6 months, return with a low-key philanthropy update. Filmed on an iPhone, no lighting crew, no orchestral soundtrack. Meghan nods politely but later mutters the strategy feels like surrender. Meanwhile in Colorado, Trey Parker and Matt Stone bask in a different storm. Ratings break season records. Merch orders for plush twerking Duchess pillows crash the warehouse site. The duo schedule late show interviews, each time wearing cardboard crowns and refusing to blink during questions about lawsuits. Satire is CPR for free speech, Parker quips as Stone mimes squeezing a royal chest. Back in London, palace insiders watch with schadenfreude fascination. One courtier jokes that South Park accomplished what years of tabloids could not, turning public sympathy decisively away.
They're putting themselves on the world stage using expensive PR while demanding privacy, while writing books, while being on Oprah that had 50 million viewers. People who want privacy don't do that. You live your life quietly in privacy. So it's such hypocrisy. I think they did a brilliant job.
Without the crown lifting a gloved finger. Another notes the king's private secretary added First Amendment to his morning briefing packet, just in case. But the Sussex brand isn't dead yet. An emergency brainstorming session births Project Phoenix, a Martapar pivot hinging on earnest educational content, a frozen yogurt store pop-up tied to mental health awareness, and a podcast interview series where Meghan asks Nobel laureates how they protect their privacy. Skeptics inside the room whisper that authenticity can't be scheduled like Zoom calls, but a calendar invite still goes out. Then comes the unexpected curveball. South Park uploads the entire episode free on YouTube for educational purposes. Overnight view count rockets past 40 million. Clips flood TikTok, chopped into bite-sized roasting segments. Teens replay on loop. Spotify algorithms recommend the parody audio to users who once streamed Harry's audiobook. Even Amazon listings for cardboard banners spike through. The couple's legal team flags each upload. The internet responds by mirroring files faster than whack-a-mole. Friday evening, MSNBC hosts a panel-billed royal reality check. One scholar insists the Sussex media experiment mirrors 21st-century attention economics, privacy sold as premium drama. A branding guru counters that you cannot simultaneously monetize a spotlight and curse its glare. The final guest, a comedian, simply holds up a toy megaphone and whispers, "Please ignore me," before the studio dissolves into laughter. Inside Montecito walls, tension finally snaps. Harry proposes a no-press family camping trip. Meghan half agrees, but only if a mindfulness videographer can capture candid B-roll. Harry sighs, realizing the loop might be unbreakable. And that's the cliff edge. One viral episode of South Park didn't merely lampoon a duke and duchess. It exposed the physics of modern fame. The harder you claw for narrative control, the more entropy leaks through the seams. Satire, like gravity, favors no dynasty. Algorithms reward momentum, not nuance. And every banner demanding respect our privacy risks becoming the very punchline it seeks to silence. Where do the Sussexes go from here? Option A. Heed Oprah, vanish, rebuild credibility brick by humble brick. Option B. Double down and gamble that even negative noise converts to cash flow. Or Option C. Surprise the world, ditch grand gestures, post a single unfiltered photo of tea-stained sweatpants and say nothing for a month. In the age of overshare, genuine quiet might shock audiences more than any hospital ward tour. Whatever path they choose, one reality is set. Parker and Stone are already sharpening pencils, and the internet never runs out of popcorn. Liked the deep dive row? Tap subscribe so you don't miss the next royal plot twist. Smash that like button and drop your take below. Should Harry and Meghan vanish or double down? Your comment might headline our next breakdown. See you in the chat.